All right, so guys, I'm driving some errands and I had to pull over to share with you something because I'm listening to CNBC, which I do all the time in my car. And the society that we're living in right now has come to fruition what everybody's been expecting, which is stocks are at an all-time high. That means that profits are at the highest for all these companies that are selling goods and services into the marketplace. That means consumers are paying more for just about everything. And so we now have a two-class society. It's the haves and the have-nots. It's the rich and the poor. And there's really, the middle class has been going away for a long time. And so my point here is that you have got to wake up and not expect things are going to go back to the way it was, not expect that the government's going to come save you. Mom and dad can't come save you. You can't wait on some inheritance because, heck, the inheritances are even going to get, inheritance taxed. So you've got to position yourself. How do you do that? By the way, like AI, people are like, oh, AI. Look, AI is real. It is here. It is going to become more prevalent. It's coming for many jobs. So all these things are changing, and you've got to find a way to position yourself in a career, in a job that not only survives the coming technology wave like AI, where they will be able to hire somebody to do your job for less because technology, they don't need you to do what you did anymore. Or maybe they completely replace you in a lot of industries, a lot of careers. You need to find a job that not only survives but thrives. Like in the next 5 to 10 years, what can you position yourself to do that's going to bring value to the marketplace? Because that's how life works. You get paid in direct proportion to the value that you bring to the world, to the marketplace. So, and then secondly, you need to have a business. Now, I'm not going to get into a deep dive on this and get into the weeds because you guys, if you follow me for any time, you know that I'm a big believer that you've got to become an entrepreneur. You got to make the shift, be an entrepreneur, start a business, something that has the ability to generate profits that you control. Because as all these companies that are on the stock market, as they're all going to all-time highs, those businesses found business models that are thriving. Their profits are going higher and higher and higher. They're squeezing the customer. They're charging more and putting more money to the bottom line. Here's the thing. If the companies that are selling us goods and services as consumers, if they stop increasing prices so they can keep their margins either steady or growing, then those companies will not be able to command higher stock prices. And the boards of directors and the shareholders of all the companies out there that we all frequent their businesses, everything from Walmart all the way down to a bookstore or whatever, guess what? They have a fiduciary duty to their shareholders to go out there and find a way to make more and more and more money off of all of us. Okay, it is what it is. We can't we can complain about it. So either you complain more or you just earn more so you can keep up with inflation and keep up with the economy. So you got to find a business that you can do the same thing. Okay, either you do it or you just get buried. Collectibles, let me share with you about collectibles. It's so funny because myself and my boys were into sports cards, Pokemon cards, and the values of all these collectibles are going through the roof. Now, some people say, well, I can't believe that. It's crazy. They're going up too high. Well, the only people that are complaining about that are the people that don't have the cards yet. The people who have cards are like, go, baby, go. So here's the thing. You can be the sourpuss. It's like, oh, well, woe is me. I don't have any of those cards, so it's not fair that they're going up. Or get your butt in gear and go get into the right investments, the right hobbies, the right collectibles. Position yourself and your money to go along for the ride. Ride the wave or get swallowed up by the wave. Investments, same thing. At the end of the day, what have you invested in? You're not mad that the stock market is melting up higher and higher and higher if you've got a bunch of money in the market. Now, you might be an employee and you're not personally investing, but you might have a 401k And your 401k might have some of these stocks in it. Maybe it's got Google, maybe it's got Apple, maybe it's got Amazon, maybe it's got all these different. Well, guess what? You might not even realize that it's helping you, but how much more can you position yourself to win? My hope today is that you just decide to get your head out of the sand. And you might say, oh, well, my head's not in the sand. Well, but lean into it more. Like, be more aggressive, be more intentional about figuring out what's going on, how to position your life, your career, how you're going to get money, how you're going to invest and deploy that money into the right investments so that all this stuff that people are complaining about, you become happy about it instead of being sad about it. Because again, you're either going to be in the rich or the poor class, the haves or the have-nots. So I hope that this little PSA will help you. I pray for you. I hope that you get the aspiration. Hopefully you have aspirations and dreams and goals, but hopefully you get motivated to take some action, be decisive. Don't put it off till tomorrow. Don't keep kicking the can down the road because you're just getting left behind. Let's get you in front of the pack. All right. Have a good day, guys.